Tim. Whenever you hear Tim say the words,
God blesses everyone.
you respond with, "Aww." Let's try it again, Tiny Tim.
God blesses everyone.
Wonderful. You know your parts very well. Let's begin. Now, once upon a time, of all the good days of the year, on Christmas Eve, old Scrooge sat busy in his counting house. Ah, but he was a tight-fisted hand to the grindstone, Scrooge. His door was open, that he might keep his eye upon his clerk, who was busy copying letters, despite the biting cold, and had chilled his fingers to the bone. Ah, Scrooge and Marley's, I believe.
Mr. Marley has been dead these 7 years. He died 7 years ago this very night.
Ah, well then, Mr. Scrooge, at this festive season of the year, it is desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute.
Are there no prisons?
Oh, plenty of prisons.
And the workhouses, are they still in operation?
They are.
From what you said at first, I thought something had occurred to stop them in their useful course. I'm very glad to hear of it.
Under the impression that they scarcely furnish Christian cheer of mind or body to the multitude, a few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink and a means of warmth. Now, what may I put you down for?
Nothing.
Oh, you wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. I hope to support the establishments I mentioned. Those who are badly off must go there.
Oh, many can't go there, and many would rather die.
If they would rather die, they had better do it and decrease the surplus population.
Well, I wish you a Merry Christmas.
Bah, humbug!
Christmas, a humbug? Oh, surely you don't mean that.
I do. If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips would be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stick of holly through his heart. Good afternoon.
No, Merry Christmas to you, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, and Happy New Year as well. Thank you, sir, and to you, sir.
Let me hear another word from you, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation.
Yes, sir.
What's that? Be off with you! You want all day tomorrow, I suppose?
It's quite convenient, sir.
It's not convenient and it's not fair. If I was to stop half a crown for it, you'd think yourself ill-used, I'll be bound.
Oh, it is only once a year.
It is a poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th of December.
Yes, yes.
But I suppose you must have the whole day. And be here all the earlier the next morning.
I will, of course, sir. Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Humbug!
Now, Scrooge took his melancholy dinner in his usual melancholy tavern and went home. Nobody stopped him in the street to say, "How are you?" No beggars implored him for a trifle. No children asked him what it was o'clock. Why, even the blind men's dogs saw him coming and tugged their owners into doorways. But what did Scrooge care? It was the very thing he liked. Finding in his gloomy, dark rooms, he locked himself in, put on his nightshirt and his nightcap, and sat down to take his gruel.
slight disorder of the stomach affects them. You may be an undigested bit of beef, a blot of mustard, a crumb of cheese, a fragment of an underdone potato. There's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are. Why do you trouble me?
Do you believe in me or not?
I do, I must. But why do spirits walk the earth, and why do they come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit in him walk abroad among his fellow men. And if that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander through the world, witnessing what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth, and turn to happiness.
You are better. Tell me why.
I wear the chain I forged in life. I made it link by link and yard by yard. Would you know the length and weight of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was full as heavy as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. Yours is a ponderous chain.
Jacob, tell me more. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. In life, my spirit never roved beyond the narrow limits of our counting house. Now weary journeys lie before me. No amount of regret can make amends for one's life opportunity misused.
Jacob, you're always a good man of business.
Business! Mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Charity, mercy, and benevolence were all my business. The dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business. I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and a hope of escaping my fate. You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
Oh, I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Look to see me no more, and look that, for your own sake, you remember what has passed between us.
Thank you, Jacob. You're always a good friend to me. Jacob? Oh, I must be very fatigued. 3 spirits indeed. I see no spirits. I shall go to bed. Are you the spirit who's coming what foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Your past?
No, your past.
What business brings you here?
Your welfare.
I'm obliged to you, but good night's sleep would serve me just as well.
Your reclamation then. Rise and walk with me.
just now, that's all.
My time grows short. Let us look at another Christmas from your past.
Bill, I want to talk to you.
There is nothing more to be said. I matter very little to you. Another idol has displaced me, and if it can cheer and comfort you in time to come, as I would, then I have no just cause to grieve.
What idol has displaced you?
A golden one. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one, until the master passion gained.
But I have not changed toward you, have I?
Our contract was made when you were born poor and content to be so. You've changed. You're a different man.
I was a boy then. I have grown wiser.
There you see, I release you with a full heart for the love of the man you once were. May you be happy in the life that you've chosen.
Spirit, remove me from this place.
These are but the shadows of the things that have been. That they are what they are, do not blame me.
Take me home. I cannot bear it. Haunt me no longer. Spirit, what's that? Who's there?
Come in and know me better, man. I am the ghost of Christmas present. You've never seen the light of me before?
Never.
I've never walked forth with my elder brother?
I don't think so. We many brothers, Spirit.
Oh, more than 1,800.
Tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, conduct me where you will. Tonight I have learned a valuable lesson which is working even now. If you have aught to teach me, then let me profit by it.
Touch my robe.
Where are we going?
To Camden Town?
Oh, my clerk lives there. Oh, there he is. That must be one of his children he's carrying.
Merry Christmas, Mother.
Merry Christmas, Tim. Now go into the kitchen and help your sisters.
All right.
Mind you don't taste anything. I've had a little Tim behaving church today.
Oh, it's good as gold and better. You know, somehow he gets very thoughtful sitting by himself so much. He thinks the strangest things you ever heard. Why, he told me coming home that he hoped people saw him in the church because he's a cripple, and he thought it might be pleasant to them to remember upon Christmas Day who made lame beggars walk and blind men see.
Oh dear.
Oh, it seems to me Tiny Tim grows stronger and healthier every day.
Why, thank you, Tim.
Merry Christmas to us all, my dears. God bless us.
God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
Spirit, tell me if Tiny Tim will live.
I see a vacant seat in the chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner.
No, no, kind spirit, say that he will be spared.
These shadows remain unaltered by the future. None other of my race will find him here. What then? If he be like to die, he'd better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Will you decide what men will live, what men will die? It may be that in the sight of heaven, you are more worthless and less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child.
I give you Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. I wish I had him here. I give him a piece of my mind to feast upon. And I hope he has an appetite for it.
My dear, Christmas Day.
It should be Christmas Day on which one drinks the health of such an odious, stingy, hard, unfeeling man as Mr. Scrooge.
My dear.
You know he is wrong. No one knows it better than you do.
My dear, please.
I'll drink his health if you want. And the days, not the his. Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge. Tim.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Come on now, let's have our dinner.
Well, they managed to make merry on only 15 bob a week.
It's not 15 bob that makes them merry. Having a kinder word for each other on this day than on any other day in the year. It's generations assembling together, gathering around blazing fires, laughing loudly, joining their voices in song. Why, even the poorest, most wretched and ignorant accept my blessing every year, without benefit of family, no money, no home.
Have they no refuge or resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
I've seen. But as I know your purpose is to do me good, and as I hope to live to be another man than what I was, I am prepared to bear company. Will you not speak? Lead on.
Sir, and when did he die?
Last night, I believe.
And what did he do with his money?
He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know.
So you've found a few of his things, have you?
Yes, that was after the loss of a few things like this. Not a dead man, I expect.
No, indeed.
I mean, if he wanted to keep him after he was dead, why wasn't he natural in his lifetime?
Right.
If he had been, he'd have had someone to look after him when he was struck with death. Instead of lying and gasping on his last day, now by himself.
Right.
Now, open me bundle, Jack.
Hey, what do you call these? What, bed curtains?
Dickens!
Oh, you don't mean to say you took them down, rings and all, with him lying there?
Yes, I do. Why not?
You were born to make your fortune. His blankets.
Whose else is to think? He isn't likely to catch Carl without That shirt was the best he had. They'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
Oh, and what do you call wasting it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. Somebody was fool enough to do it, but I took it off him again.
Well, come into my office and I'll give you your accounting. This is worth 3 and 6, not a penny more.
Joe!
Well, I always gives too much to the lady.
I had the old scooter think he frightened everyone away from him when he was alive to profit us when he was dead.
Spirit wife would witness this conversation. Might the case of this unhappy man be my own? I see. My fate and life tends that way now. But who was that unfortunate man?
I know. I went to visit him again today. Oh, I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. Oh, but you shall see it often. Well, I promised him I would walk there on Sundays. My little child.
Don't be grieved, Robert.
Oh, you're right. I'm sure we shall not forget poor Tiny Tim, shall we?
Of course not.
And when we recollect how patient and mild he was, we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves and forget poor Tiny Tim in doing it.
No, never.
I'm very happy, my dear. Very happy.
Spirit, I fear a moment of parting is at hand. But first tell me one thing, for I must know. Who was that dead man we have spoken of? Speak! And let me behold what I shall be in days to come. Before I draw near to the stone to which you point, answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things this time and heaven be praised. I am here. All my bed curtains are not torn down, rings and all. They are here. I am here. The shadows of the things that would have been may be dispelled. They will be. I know they will. Oh, Lord! I don't know what to do. Oh, my Lord! I'm as light as a feather. I'm as merry as a schoolboy. I'm as giddy as a drunken man, as happy as an angel. My Lord, a new world. Merry Christmas to the world. A Happy New Year to all. Oh, good morning, sir. Merry Christmas to you.
Mr. Scrooge?
Yes, that is my name, and I pray that it might not be pleasant to allow me to ask your pardon. And will you have the goodness to accept £50?
Lord, bless me, my dear Mr. Scrooge, are you serious?
No, we're not a bargain left.
Oh.
A good many back payments are included, I assure you. And will you do me the honor to see me tomorrow?
Oh, yes, I will. I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, please. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, sir. He walked the streets and found that everything could bring him pleasure. He never dreamt that anything could yield him so much happiness. He walked the largest turkey he could find and went with all speed to his clerk's house in Camden Town.
Bob Cratchit. I know. Bob Cratchit, I know you're at home. This is your employer, Mr. Scrooge. Come out here at once. Oh, there you are. Now, what is the meaning of this?
But sir, I was to have the day off.
Now, listen here. I'm not about to stand for this sort of thing any longer, and therefore I am going to double your salary.
Oh, Mr. Scrooge,
Merry Christmas to you, Bob. A merrier Christmas, my good fellow, than I've given you for many a year.
Mr. Scrooge. Thank you, Mr. Scrooge.
Will you stay for Christmas dinner?
Only if you can cook this up for us. Why, it's twice the size of Tiny Tim. And Bob, after dinner, let us discuss how I may help your family in any way and help make this